Doing Things with Steve, Indiana. Check it out. Went to Menards today. I don't know, how many of you people out there know that you can buy a paint can, like a quart paint can, a gallon paint can with no paint in it? I've learned this a while back because I went to get a paint can one time a few years ago. And I told the gentleman there, he says, oh, what are you painting? And I said, well, the surprise is I'm going to go dump this out. I just need the can. The guy said, why don't you just buy an empty paint can? So, went to Menards today, and I bought a paint can because I want to show you guys that one video I had there about the sterno and burn with the stern and all that, and clean burning fun, it's going to keep you warm. Well, after the video, I'd probably say like the next day, my wife said, hey, remember that time you made me an inside fireplace? I got to thinking today. I went out and I got me some paint cans. So this paint can here, just a gallon paint can, comes with the lid and all. Pretty cool. $4.98. But it's pretty cool. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do with this. Put your little slit in there, man. You got it made. I, myself, like to keep them for them emergency things. You can stuff a little flashlight in here, lighters. I don't go with the radios and all that. There are candles and the radio. That's so 80s maybe, and 90s, but everybody's got a phone today, so if anything, you might want to shove a phone inside there. But I'm talking candy bars, Rice Krispies, things. You know what I'm talking. Packs of that Knorr, K-N-O-R, R maybe. We cook a lot with them, and you're going to see them in our video. Those little packs, miracles. All you got to do is boil some water and put them in there, and they're tastier than heck. Put a couple of them inside there. I'm not going to, linger on this one too long, but there's a lot of things that a person can do with a can. But today, when I got home, Kool-Aid. I got home and I got to studying this can really well. And this can, what's that kind of remind you of? If I put a couple cans out there like that. If you guys have seen my previous video, you might have an idea what I'm talking about. And I'm talking about this bad dog right here. If you haven't seen me make this, you have to find Doing Things with Steve, episode 3, part 1, I believe, right, sweetie? Mm-hmm. Part 1. Now, when I go on the TV, it doesn't come on. I have to punch it in, search it, and I come up around some other interesting people. So maybe YouTube liked that part of it, but they separated it. I'm all right with it. You go to it and you find it. That one time I went to it a couple days ago, and they make it to where, like, the first second of it, there's movement when you, click onto it. Anyway, that was pretty cool to see. Anyway, you get the concept of it. You that haven't viewed it know what I'm talking about. View it. See how I make this. Dig this, you guys. I brought this bad boy home, and the first thing I thought is, I'm going to go buy me another one of these within the next couple days. Why? Get that can opener out. Dig that. Dig that lip right there. You're going to fold them angles back. You're going to fold them back like on that one. You're going to do the bottom. Look at the lip on that bad boy. You're going to have some grab. You can go around that bad boy. That's your outside piece. I'm just going to catch on this for a little bit before I show you what I'm actually going to do tonight. Now, you got this little son of a gun. We all know what that is. How's this for you? That's going to be the burner. Again. Look at the girth in this bad boy. You don't need to have them sticking up like I did on the other ones. You know, just that little bit where it's folded up above it. Your holes here are going to give you all the air you need if you watch the videos you've seen. Again, you punch your holes around here. But again, look at the girth in this thing. That's going to hold, you know, it's going to hold some stick. Whatever, coal we discussed. Now I got this bad puppy and I'm saying to myself, hey, I just took what I showed you guys a week ago and made it better, you know? So I'm saying, if there's somebody out there that's going to show me, send me something, you know what I'm saying? Because this was just me, and I'm not the brightest bulb, you know what I mean, on the tree. But check it out, same thing, fits right inside there. Now what I'm getting at is what I thought this was so cool about is, when you're done burning this, let's say you're using it, it's done burning, you dump your ashes out, still got a lid. Take the branches that you didn't burn, those little twigs and stuff, stick them back inside this. Put the cap on. Stick it in here. See the space around it and all the extra space in there? Fill it up with more twigs. Be prepared for the next time you're going to use the doggone thing. Put the top on. Voila. Now, you got a handle to carry it. You're going to learn. Hey, you know, you're going to see us camping. You're going to go see us doing picnics. You know, this bad dog is a whole lot funner to carry out camping. Well, let's just say you're going to do a picnic. You're not going to spend all freaking day out there. You know, you're gonna bring what, a gas cooker with you. You know, buy the gas propane for it. You know, you're gonna bring your barbecuer from home. You gotta load that up. Bring the charcoals with you. That's everything you need right there. Everything you need to fuel this is gonna be laying on the doggone ground. So I just thought I'd throw that in there because, you know, that's gonna be cool, and I'm definitely gonna make one out of it. But tonight, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do now. And I'm going to use this one because it's not been used before. I've got one here that we made earlier and I actually burnt it so that I could give you an amount of time. Can. Lovely. Roll of toilet paper. I've done this. I can tell you right now, the toilet paper roll is just going to be a bit too big, so I'm going to take some of this toilet paper out there. You know, we got the jumbo roll. We can, buy a smaller roll. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Anyway, here we got a roll of toilet paper. Let's say it's just a regular size roll of toilet paper. A cardboard piece. Nope, we want that out of there. Probably thinking, what the heck? What's he doing? So we're going to pull this out of here. No, I'm going to show you something, man. That's going to be pretty interesting. Like I said a while back, wife wanted to, said, man, I really wished we had a fireplace. So I can't help you. You want to cook with that gas things, you know how they got in your backyard. They have them round or square. Then they have the rocks all up inside there, and you got to hook the propane on it. You got the rocks with the little flame dancing around. Cool. Not inside. I mean, it's not inside. Excuse me. Get to talking. It's out of there. Now, we're going to squinch this together the best we can. to stick this inside of here. It's not going to work. Yes, it is. Remember, if you think you got one that's a little bit too big, you can always take a little bit of the TP off from it. Can you imagine doing this with one of these things about 8-9 months ago when you could have sold the son of a gun for a couple of bucks? Anyway, you're going to stuff this bad boy in here. Okay, it fits in. Perfect. What the heck you think I'm doing? I'm going to give you a minute to think about it. Check this out. I'm going to give you a little hint. That's a wick. Have you thought about it yet? Hint number 2. Alcohol. 70% alcohol. Now, I'm going to talk about the difference in pricing, and right now I'm sure that I just got you to the edge of the chair. What the heck is he doing? Okay. Toilet paper's in there. Good job. Now we're going to open up the alcohol. I'm going to need a little help here, Lovey.
Use that lighter.
How am I going to use the lighter?
The bottom of it.
Let me see. There we go. My fingernails were a little bit sharper. I wouldn't have such a problem with it. Anyway, what we're going to do, you might have caught on already. You might have seen this already. Again, if you haven't, ladies, this is something really cool for you. Not just a guy, but I'm going to show you why. You light up the night. You know what I'm saying? We're going to pour this in here. Now, you don't punch no holes in this can. You don't need no air. You're just going to fill it up. I know that this whole bottle will fit inside here. Pour it in and let it settle down for a second. This is good for a couple different things. I showed you the heat with the sterno. And I explained the tent situation with sterno. Sterno, that little can, it's going to keep a tent going. But now, this, you better have a big tent, like a room-sized tent. Because, we burnt ours today again just for fun. And I wanted to, time it and make sure how long it burnt so I could be accurate with everybody. But what I'm getting at is I lit this up at 2:30 in the afternoon. All right. About an hour later, we're sitting here. I had it sitting on a table back to the couch here. About an hour later, I go in the kitchen, get me some more swill, and I thought, dang, man, I'm feeling wind chill. Dining room into the kitchen, the wind chill. I'm not thinking much of it, We had our door open there, but the screen door was shut. But air is coming in and out of it. Well, I come walking back in here, and I'm thinking, man, the temperature difference, right, sweetheart?
Right.
I walked in, I'm like, the temperature difference from this thing is, I'm like, it's nice and warm. I go, and I'm telling her, get up, do this. Come back in, and she looked at the thermostat, and she said, it's 73 degrees in here. We keep our thermostat turned on 71. But a lot of times during the day when the sun's shining, like I said, east to west, a lot of window here, warms up, we can turn it down to 69. It never turns back on until later on that evening when we think about turning it back up again. So anyway, 73 degrees. We got a doorway that's wide open right here going into a hallway, other area. And that doorway right there, we didn't have them covered. We just had it burning in here. And it kept at 73 degrees. And, I thought, well, that's pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to put it inside of a tent with you, because 73 degrees in this room. You're going to put it inside of a tent, and it's going to be one of them things. You're going to turn it on. You're going to blow it out. You're going to turn it on. You're going to blow it out. Now, I'm going to take a piece of toilet paper here, and I'm going to roll this up so I can light what I got going and show you what I got going here. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna put it on pause for a second, and I'm gonna get the right stuff, and I'm gonna light it up. But hold on a second there, Lovey. What I just did is the toilet paper in a can. When I'm tipping it, the alcohol is not even liquefying up at the top here yet. This can take more than that, but this is sufficient for the burning time we got out of it. So when I come back, I'm going to show you what I do with these rocks that contribute to whether you want this to burn hotter, longer, hotter with maybe a couple hour burning time, or maybe even cut that in half, maybe an hour burning time. But I'm going to show you what to do with these rocks to put in there, and you can extend your burning time by how big you want your flame. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a break here for a second. I'm going to have this bad boy set up on a table to give you, it's nighttime, I'm going to give you the ambiance, and then we're going to talk a little bit about maybe a mood change. Talk to you guys later. So, we're ready. Now I know this is going to work because I made one earlier today and we burnt it and we see no longer work. So anyway, the idea with the rocks is, can they see that, honey?
Bring it up a little bit, right there.
I got 5 little rocks that I just kind of put in there. This is going to keep the fire from just, coming straight up. And of course, this also will slow the burn down. But as you're going to see, it's a good burn. But it slows the burn down so you can enjoy it for a little bit. So I'm going to take my La Paz. Must be some kind of French match. Don't smell French. We're going to light this bad boy now. Don't worry about poof. Again, alcohol. Absolutely no smell. Absolutely no bad fumes. The worst thing you're going to smell is going to be the smoke coming off of this here thing right here. So anyway, we got fire going here. I'm going to arrange the rocks a little bit and give them an opportunity to, we got burnage, and it's going to burn, and it's going to burn good. I'm going to sit here for a second, and I'm going to talk to you. Now, hot, take the lid, put it on the bottom, set the can on top. But you see how I've got that? When this thing's in the middle of burning, you can pick it up and move it like that. This part here is going to get hot. All this down here and down here, not a bit. But be safe. Put it on there anyway. Now, Sterno comes in them little cans I showed you the other day. Burns for 2.5 hours. Now the thing is, it's not cheap. You're gonna pay $5.50, and that's at a big box store. Big box store. I hear them say that on the news and stuff all the time or on TV, and I always think, what the heck is a big box store? Okay, you go to Walmart, you go to Menards, blah 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 blah. You're gonna get them reasonable. Man, if you think you're gonna head out somewhere and you're gonna stop at a quickie where you're gonna get a little gas and buy some snacks in there, they're going to charge you outrageously for a can of it. So, anyway, you buy them in the 2-can things, Walmart, comes to about $2.75 a can. I bought this quart can up at Menards. I think it was $2.99. You can reuse that, reuse it, reuse it, and reuse it. Toilet paper, you go buy the chintzy stuff, 50, 60 cents a roll, or use the toilet paper you got. Reusable. When you get done with this can and that toilet paper, it's all reusable. You can reuse it over again and over and over and over. I mean, come on. What I'm getting at is, I paid $1 for the alcohol to burn that for 2.5 hours. $1 compared to $2.75 for the sterno that burns the same amount of time. Sterno just gives you that little cap on the top, heat on that. Nice enough, decent enough, but as you can see here, the heat that's coming off of this bad boy is really some nice heat. Now, well, what do I want to do that for, Steve? I don't know. Like I said, hey girls, the old man comes home and he has a plan like this, snuggling up on the couch. You got the candle thing burning there, or not a candle thing, but you got your homemade fireplace. Interesting. Cool. Might get some sparks flying. Other way around. Guy, make it for the woman. Woman, make it for the guy. We don't care. I would have been cool as heck. The old lady said, make me a fireplace. That's the only thing I could think of doing. You know what I mean? I've seen this done years ago. And it impressed her, right? Now, I mean, if you guys, it gets the mood sad, you get a little feisty, you know what I'm saying? We got to keep this, what is it, GPPG, whatever the hell they call it. If anybody gets conceived, messing around, playing with that, I don't know, you can cook some hot dogs, roast some marshmallows on it, snuggle up on a couch like that, watch your favorite chick flick. Set the mood. Set the mood. I don't know. If you conceived, you could always call your baby Steve. Stevie. Huh? Kind of a two-way name. What do they call it? Uniname. Can be a girl's name or a boy's name. Anyway, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about there. I'm just having a little fun with it. Now, I think that's pretty interesting. Lovey, hit the lights and let's see if we just can't get a burn going for them so they can see it. Hit the next one. You got to still be able to see the flame whether the lights are on or not. Now, we still got the TV on, guys, ladies. Seriously. That'll burn out for 2.5 hours. It doesn't have to be a cold night. It should be a nice summer night. Now, you take this outside. If there's any kind of a breeze, it's not going to work. What do you have to say, Lovey?
Turn the light back on.
Well, maybe they're enjoying watching the flame on there. All right, all in favor with the flame so you can see me again. Flick it on, baby. Anyway, a cheap way. Make your own sterno. I don't know. I thought I'd put this out at the same time. Well, not at the same time, but it had to do with making the other stove outside. Maybe, using the sterno in a tent. I could have showed you that too, but then in the long run, that'd work good in a tent. But you'd be hot. You'd be hot. That's going to heat a room up. I don't know if you could do that with a gallon one. Stuff 2 or 3 rolls. Stuff 2 or 3 rolls of toilet paper in that bad boy, man, and a half a gallon of that sauce there, the alcohol stuff, and you might really have a burner. I might try that one day too, just out of curiosity. Now, this ain't gonna do anything cook. You're not gonna cook on that. You put a pan on that, it's gonna snuff it out. But like I said, you hold a hot dog over there. We're gonna cook a hot dog, marshmallows. They're fun. Um, Other than that, it's just kind of a nice thing to look at. We had it sitting back there on the table burning this afternoon. It went from 2:30 till 5 o'clock, and it still had a flicker of a flame on it, but I ended up putting it out. And first thing I'm gonna do, is when I get done with this, is I'm gonna go empty another bottle of it in that one, throw a couple of rocks in it like this. I'm gonna stuff it up in the closet, man, for a rainy day. Let's call it that. I don't know. Anyway, again, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Sugar-free lemonade. I love it when I get to talking. Dry chops. Anyway, we're gonna probably not see you guys. Wife will probably put this out tonight. It's Friday night. I probably won't see you guys sometime until the middle of next week. We got things to do this weekend. But I'm going to travel around Terre Haute and I'm going to find an interesting place. And I'm going to go to and stay out of the house here. Wife didn't want to do one inside. She's afraid, everybody sees your house and you got to worry. And you got to worry anyway. But Big Daddy, he keeps an 1851 Colt 44. So I feel pretty safe. Anyway, I hope you guys dug this. If you like it, share it, love it, thumbs up. Haters, you can watch it and still dig it. I don't care if you take my knowledge away. Everybody out there, it's a Friday night. I don't really know. We got a lot of rain yesterday. Anyway, we're going to get doing something here. We got grandson running around. He's pretty fresh. Might take him out for a chicken nuggets or something. He loves the dog. Anyway, if you like it, and I'm sitting here wasting time because I'm trying to remember what I'm supposed to say. Hit the like button, Lori, I'm sitting here waiting
share
for you
button,
to help me out.
hit the subscribe button.
Yeah, hit the share button here, hit the subscribe button. Hey, check this out before we go. 1,400 stimulus taxes. I watched the nightly news tonight. Son of a gun, people are receiving them already in their bank starting tonight. Now, we haven't got our $600 stimulus. So, we're hoping to collect that $1,400 plus the $600. If that's the game, then I'm going to go out and look out for Lovey. I'm going to get her a little laptop, and we already bought another camera, but it's for a laptop. We didn't realize that until after we got it home. So I'm going to get her a little laptop, man, so that she can edit and, do other things with the camera, and we can pause it longer, maybe even continue the next day because she'll be able to get in there and blah, 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 and do that editing stuff that I have absolutely no idea about. But anyway, check it out. Stimuluses can be in the banks by tonight. All right. We'll see you next week. Probably more like about Tuesday or Wednesday next week. I'm going to find a park that's a really decent place in Terre Haute that we want to take you to. And I'm just going to step out of the picture for a minute. Lovey can film this here for a second and somehow shut it off. Until next time, you guys, I hope you had fun with it because I did. This is definitely doing things with Steve, Indiana. And I hope people outside India, hey, look, you got to look for episode 1. I forgot to say this in the beginning. I got episode 1, part 1, episode
2.
Episode 3, part 1, episode 3, part 2. I've been going on here on the TV and I can't seem to get episode part 1. So I got to digging in. So I had to punch in, doing things with Steve, Indiana, part 1, and it came up. but it didn't come up with the group of other ones. It's kind of tripping me out because it's coming up with people that are having lots of people that watch their videos, you know. And all of a sudden, I'm looking at Lori and I'm like, hey, I'm not even looking for me. I'm going to watch somebody else that we watch up in Canada. And all of a sudden, man, I'm going, look at, man, they got my video right here. And I think it was episode 1. And when you clicked on it, it did that that 1 second movement, and then it stops and then goes back to that movement. And I thought, well, that's pretty cool. But I was kind of bumming out because, I'm thinking, well, what, did one get lost? But maybe somebody out there in, that YouTube land or something said, let's spread this guy out a little bit because I wasn't even looking for me at the time. And I came up on a YouTube thing. So, that kind of thrilled me at the same time that, it was different. But anyway, if people can't find part 1, go to episode 3, part 1, episode 3, part 2, and you'll be able to get it. But other than that, I guess I'm off babbling again. Cutting it short or whatever, long, short, Friday night. Look at that. Enjoy it. Tell me that you don't want to run out to Menards tomorrow. Get you a couple cans, get you some alcohol, and get down.